Thank you so much for tuning back into Nevada News Live. It's a little gloomy outside here in Fargo, and that's due to some rain just south of us here in North Dakota. However, temperatures are sitting at 77 degrees, but with those slightly breezy winds out of the south at 15 miles an hour. Now for temperatures for everyone else, we're seeing those temperatures in those 70s for most of us. 80 degrees over in Minot, and some areas like Roseau are still sitting a bit cooler in those 60s at 64 degrees. And those temperatures aren't the only thing that's a little warm and high today. We also are having some higher and breezier winds. Most of us are seeing those winds slowly calming down though. Other areas like Detroit Lakes have gusts up to 16 miles an hour, and Aberdeen still with gusts up to 21 miles an hour. Now with that, we're still tracking some of those rain showers mostly in that Roseau County area, especially near Marshall, Beltrami, and even Red Lake counties. Other areas are just south here, just south of that Lakes Country area near Grant, Otter Tail, Traverse, and even into Douglas County. And those are moving at the northeast at around 30 miles an hour. And as we head throughout our hour-by-hour forecast, those continue to push off into Canada and even into northeastern Minnesota. But otherwise, we do get a bit of a break in those cloudy skies tonight, but it all returns tomorrow morning with also some morning fog going from Roseau once again down to Wadena, and that's going to cause some low visibility for some, and even that rain still impacting areas like that Douglas County. But temperatures tomorrow, as you're waking up to get your Father's Day activities started, temperatures are still going to be in those 50s for most of the northern counties. Otherwise, areas are going to sit in those 60s, but it's going to be another warm day tomorrow as those showers try and impact our neck of those. But otherwise, they're going to stay in Minnesota, especially near that Alexandria area, and temperatures just by the afternoon are already going to be in those 80s for most. A little cooler in Minnesota due to all those rain showers they saw today, yesterday, and tomorrow. So they'll be in those 70s, but otherwise we'll also see those slightly breezy southeast winds try to pick up tomorrow, but otherwise it will still be warm in those 80s for most of us. And we get another chance of some evening fog tomorrow once again in that Minnesota area near Fosston and Bemidji. However, it's not going to be as heavy as it is going to be in the morning hours. Now, throughout your evening, we continue to see those rain showers continue to push out, with temperatures once again dipping into those 60s. Now, for rainfall potential, like I said, we have anywhere from ½ an inch to an inch near that Detroit Lakes area, stretching all the way up through Beltrami County into Baudette area, but other areas like Traverse County into Fergus Falls and even down into Siston can see 1 to 2 inches. Now, for your hometown forecast tomorrow afternoon, temperatures are going to be once again in those 80s for most of North Dakota and a little cooler in those 70s. Now, if you are going golfing for your Father's Day to help celebrate your dad, tomorrow morning around 7 o'clock, temperatures are going to be a little cooler in those 60s. And even by noon, we're already seeing those temperatures once again already up into those 80s and 88 by 5 o'clock. Now, we also have another holiday on Monday for Juneteenth. Temperatures are going to be warm once again. We do have another chance of those scattered showers and thunderstorms, but it's going to be in those 90s. And even for your Pro Seed 3-day farming forecast, temperatures are going to be warm on Tuesday with our first alert weather days in those 90s, 1 degree cooler from our record. And then even into next week, we continue to have those temperatures stick around a little cooler in those 80s. But guys, 80 degrees, in my opinion, is not cool.
Not cool.
It's not cool, but it's not that bad.
It's great. I don't want to break
set your tea time for before noon, and you're smooth sailing, I think.
I love the heat though, so it's perfect.
You do. Well, it's going to be great, and it was a